Hey guys, SeetherCord here, and welcome to my newest video for today. This video is going to be a very touchy one if I had to be honest. The reason that I say this is because I have been tilting back and forth about making a video that kind of goes a lot more along the lines of my own deep personal values that I feel that at least a decent portion of my audience will not agree with. But I then realized that not making a video on something like this is definitely going to eat me up inside, and I feel like this is something that is important. So again, this video is going to be a little more extreme than most other videos on my channel in terms of what I talk about. But still, know that this is something that I feel like I need to address because I want to share my message on what we should do about it. So with that, let's begin. When it comes to being a furry and what really drives people to continue to associate and also be a part of it, everyone has a different reason. Some people say it's to express themselves artistically, while others say it's to make friends and have fun. For me, in a way, I feel that over the past couple of years, my real reason for sticking with this fandom has evolved, and I've finally kind of understood my reason now. It's wildlife. The reason that I say this is due to how we as humans have left our impact on the animals that live on this planet with us, pretty much so. Now, to get a little dark and touchy here, it's time for me to describe how I feel we've taken our impact on fellow animals on this planet. In my opinion, we overall have done a very horrible disservice to animals all across the board. Now, the reason that I say this is because based off of a study done by the World Wildlife Foundation and the Zoological Society of London, and also I am disclosing that this was done back in 2014, so statistics can be different as of right now, found that around 52% of all wildlife on this planet has disappeared in between 1970 and 2010. That's right, in 40 years, half of all the wildlife on this planet, gone. Now, what's the reason for all of this, you might ask? Well, there are multiple. The reasons for this are hunting, any non-vegan or vegetarian diet, pollution and natural disasters that in link have to do with climate change. The list goes on. Now, I want to quickly disclose that I'm not trying to go out of my way to antagonize anyone specifically watching this video, and I'm not trying to push that if you're not eating a vegan diet or something that you are an evil person or the sole problem to why this is happening. I myself eat meat and I believe that it's fine because some animals consume other animals, which makes them carnivores as well. And also, if you are a vegan, then that's fine. That's your way of living and we can agree to disagree on ways we live our lifestyles. But what I am trying to get across here with this is that I believe that us humans are very well responsible for all of this. And I'm not trying to say that, oh, us humans are all evil and we're just monsters that are intentionally doing these horrible things. I believe that the only really true monsters amongst us humans for this issue are powerful, elitist people in the world who have major impacts on the environment by oil drilling or producing too much waste/plastic into the world through big businesses that doesn't get recycled, and honestly, they just don't give a shit because they make money. And politicians who support and allow these big businesses and corporations to just continuously do all this crap for, again, money. Now, another one group of people, which it's kind of hard to call them monsters because this is more so me thinking that they're good people with just pretty immoral values when it comes to this, and that's hunting and killing animals literally just for the aspect of sport. If you hunt with the sole purpose of eating the animal or using the body for purposes such as science to help better the world in some way, then that's fine. Other than those three groups of people, the rest of us are fine. We aren't monsters per se. But I will say, however, we have taken these animals for granted in the many different ways throughout the past 50 or so years. Some examples of this include not recycling and taking our environment for granted and not educating ourselves about the dangers of climate change. Now, I know that I am making a statement and kind of dismissing people who don't believe in climate change, but I believe that we have gotten to a point where the human race, for the most part, and no matter what side of the political spectrum that you're on, we all pretty much believe that this is real. Now, I'm going to take a second to really back up my claim here by looking at a study done by Pew Research. I'll leave a link down in the description to the article about this down below. And it basically lists the levels of beliefs of the populations of people amongst Latin America, Europe, Africa, the Asian Pacific, the Middle East, and the United States. And overall, if we look at the average median, it shows that 51% of people believe that climate change is affecting us right now as we speak, 28% of people believe that climate change is going to eventually harm us within the next couple of years, and 21% of people don't believe that climate change is an issue at all. So if we look at this study, we pretty much can all agree for the most part that climate change is getting to the point where it's becoming universally agreed, like, hey, this is a problem, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, if you're a conservative or a liberal. Now, to kind of wrap up this whole video so I can stop finally being preachy and annoying, I'm not saying that you should lose sleep over this or that you should feel like an awful person or be ashamed of being a human being. I'm saying that we just need to consider what we are doing and also start taking action to helping out the animals of our planet, because we need them in order to keep our ecosystem functioning. And also, it's simply the least that we could do for them. It's fine that we are the dominant species on this planet, and it's fine if we consume them or use them sometimes for our own personal interest, but the fact that we've gotten to the point where we've killed off literally half of it, that's unacceptable. It's our responsibility to keep them alive, as well as we've honestly done a very terrible job with that. So what I ask of you guys is to please start recycling, reduce your usage of non-recyclable resources, lower the amount of energy that you use within your house, like unnecessarily leaving the light on, or, leaving your air conditioner on when it's unnecessary. Another thing is to stop solely hunting for sport if you do that. Another thing is to fight to stop these big corporations from continuing to push climate change, and if you live in a country of democracy, vote for people and legislations that fight against climate change. One final thing I want to mention that I feel like could really help out in the fight is Mr. Beast on YouTube recently did a whole campaign to plant 20 million trees before 2020. And as of the making of this video, it's been like 48 hours since the video went live, and they've already gotten like $1 million, so they're already 1/20th of the way there. And I believe that planting 20 million trees can be great for the environment and help us buy some time to help with this crisis. I will leave a link down in the description down below to the video and the fundraiser so you guys can go help out. I've donated money myself, you guys should do so too. And to really say why I continue to be a furry and tell non-furry people that I am a furry, and they ask why, I say that it's because I admire animals for how they keep our ecosystem going, and I want to show the importance of them by being in a subculture that connects with them to hopefully help inspire people to keep wildlife around. And that pretty much wraps up my video for today, and holy crap, that was a preachy video. Oh my god, I've never really done a video like that before. It feels a little jittery and weird, like, ugh. Anyways, how do you guys feel about the issue of wildlife dying out? Do you guys think that I'm just some crazy conspiracy nut and I'm all full of horse shit? Let me know down in the comment section down below. If you enjoy my content and want to further help out my channel, please consider donating to my Patreon as well as my Ko-fi. Also, please consider hitting that like button, turning on that notification bell, and subscribing all together. I have been SeetherCord, and I will see you guys in the nenext video. Goodbye, everyone. No, not that way. I want first place again, mommy. Am I gonna have to drive backwards? Thank you. Hit me in the right direction. Thank you. Gotta catch back up.